Hi everyone, welcome to my session. And this session is all about Kontena Lens, that is Kubernetes IDE, and it will be presented by me, Nancy. So let's begin. Firstly, let's move to knolx etiquettes. So first, etiquette is punctuality. Join the session 5 minutes prior to the session start time. We start on time and conclude on time. Second is feedback. So make sure to submit a constructive feedback for all sessions, as it is very helpful for the presenter. Silent mode. So keep your mobile devices in silent mode. Feel free to move out of session in case you need to attend an urgent call, and avoid unwanted chit chat during the session. So don't forget to follow all these knowledge etiquettes. Now, agenda. So agenda of this session is Kontena Lens, that is Kubernetes UI. Then we will see what are the features, key features of Kontena Lens. Then we will see the benefits of Kontena Lens, then how its dashboard looks like. And at last, I will show you demo then how we can use this Kontena Lens. So let's start. Kontena Lens, beautiful Kubernetes UI. So in this session, we are going to see all about Kontena Lens, that is beautiful Kubernetes UI. Here we will see how to use Lens user interface to manage multiple Kubernetes clusters at the same time. So this is not only provide interactive UI, but also we can use it for accessing and managing configurations of our cluster. So let's start with it. It is really awesome and you will enjoy it. So Kubernetes Lens is an effective open source IDE for Kubernetes. And Lens simplifies working with Kubernetes by helping you to manage and monitor clusters in real time. So we can monitor clusters in real time using Kontena Lens. And it was developed by Kontena Inc. and then acquired by Mirantis in 2020. So it is now open sourced, and it is available to download it for free. So we can use it. And Lens is a standalone application and can be installed on Mac OS, Windows, and every operating system. So with Kontena Lens, we can talk to any Kubernetes clusters anywhere. Kontena Lens is a powerful Kubernetes UI tool. So this is designed to simplify the management and monitoring of Kubernetes clusters. So it provides a UI that enhances the usability and visibility of Kubernetes. So it makes us easier to operate and manage containerized application. So in a line, if I can say, then Container Lens is used to manage and monitor our clusters in real time. So it is available for all operating systems that we want. And if we want to install for Ubuntu, then by a single command we can do so. So here's the command, and let's move to the next slide. So what are the key features of Container Lens? So there are various features of Container Lens. I have mentioned here some of its key features. So the most important key feature is centralized cluster management. So Quantina Lens provides a single unified dashboard to manage multiple Kubernetes clusters at the same time. I will show you how we can do that. And it allows seamless navigation and control over cluster with an intuitive interface. So users can easily switch between different cluster. In a single cluster, we can manage in a single dashboard. We can manage multiple clusters. So users can easily switch between different clusters in the dashboard and view their status and configurations logs of that cluster resources. So second key feature is visual cluster monitoring and GUI over CLI. So visual cluster monitoring. So it means real-time monitoring and visualization of Kubernetes cluster. So users can easily track resource utilization, pod status, node health, and other Kubernetes resources metrics. And its interactive graphs and charts provides a overview of cluster health and performance. And when I say about GUI over CLI, so the person who don't like to run commands for managing their resources in the cluster, then Kontena Lens is the best option for you. So it gives a beautiful dashboard for managing it if you don't want to use CLI. Also, if you want to use terminal, it also provides its own terminal to run commands. So it provides both GUI also and CLI also. So it's your choice what you want to do. I will show you how we can do so. So moving towards the next key features. So the third key features, as we can see, is multiple workspace management. So Container Lens offers multiple workspace management capabilities that help you to organize and manage different sets of Kubernetes clusters and resources. And the workspace is like environments. It's totally similar to environment. We can maintain different environments for different clusters. So at the same time, we can manage multiple workspace inside Container Lens for multiple Kubernetes clusters. Moving towards the next key feature, that is built-in metrics and logs and built-in helm. So Container Lens provides built-in metrics and logs such as container and application level metrics that allows users to monitor resource uses and performance. And we can view metrics related to like CPU usage, memory consumption, network traffic, and many more. I will show you how to see this in the dashboard. And Container Lens supports Helm charts also. So Helm charts are the package managers for Kubernetes applications. So Container Lens has built-in Helm property. So we can easily browse and deploy Helm charts from the dashboard itself. So this is the most important feature of Container Lens that I have seen. And fifth key features that you can see here is resource visualization and topology. It means Container Lens offers a visual representation of Kubernetes resources and their relationships between each resources. So users can view the topology of deployments, pods, services, and other resources. And it helps us to understand overall structure and dependencies of the resources within the clusters. So this provides the resource visualization and topology property. So last but not the least, it's one of the most important feature is enhanced security and troubleshooting. So Container Lens provides, it allows administrator to define granular permissions for users and teams. We can add various team members and can provide permissions to them. So by using which we can ensure that only authorized person have access to specific clusters or resources. And we can easily do troubleshooting in Container Lens. It provides logs and dashboards. So we can inspect log streams and events in real time for our cluster. And it has the ability, which gives us the ability to quickly drill down into errors and warnings. So these are the important key features of Container Lens. So let's move to the next slide that contains the benefits of Container Lens. So when we talk to benefits, Container Lens has various benefits, but I have mentioned here some of its benefits. So let's explore them. So first benefit, as you can see here, is user-friendly and intuitive interface. So Kontena Lens offers a user-friendly and intuitive interface dashboard that simplifies Kubernetes operations. We can easily create and delete or scale our resources for our clusters, and for both, it is easy for both technical and non-technical users. And you don't need to be a Kubernetes expert to perform common tasks in its dashboard. It is really very easy to perform any task by using this Kontena Lens dashboard. And it has very clear and organized layout, which helps users quickly understand and interact with cluster resources. So when you will see the dashboard, you will find it's really very user friendly, and it's really very easy to use, easy to navigate anywhere that we want. So second benefit is resource configuration and deployment. So by using Container Lens, we can configure, deploy, update, and deploy Kubernetes resources in just seconds. We don't want any CLI commands. So by using its UI, we can easily perform all the common activities for our clusters. The third benefit is cross-platform accessibility. It means Container Lens can be accessed from anywhere. Only what we need an internet connection and a browser. It is platform independent. It allows users to manage and monitor their Kubernetes clusters from different operating systems. So it can be easily installed on various operating systems, and yes, it is platform independent. So fourth benefit is enhanced visibility. The Container Lens provides a visual interface that enhances its visibility for your Kubernetes clusters, and it gives you a comprehensive view of resources, metrics, and logs of your resources inside clusters. And it makes us easier to understand the state of our applications and infrastructure. So by using its mm, graphical representation and real-time monitoring, we can quickly identify issues in our clusters if it is happening. This is how it enhances our visibility. So next benefit is improved efficiency. It means Container Lens reduces our management task, and its UI really simplifies complex process, such as if we want to do application deployment, if we want to do scaling, monitoring. So it simplifies all our process, and with Container Lens, we can perform tasks faster. So this is how it increases our efficiency. Next benefit is simplified collaboration. So Container Lens gives us access to collaborate among teams. We can add there the team members to work on Kubernetes cluster. So it provides easy way of sharing our cluster access, which allows team members to work together. So a team can work together on a cluster by using Container Lens, and with its dashboard, teams can easily view and manage multiple clusters. So we can provide here the accessibility according to our use cases. The next benefit is streamlined application management. It means Container Lens simplifies application management on Kubernetes. It provides a user-friendly interface, as I told you, and for deploying, scaling, updating, and monitoring applications. And with Container Lens, we can easily track the status of our application. We can easily view dependencies and troubleshoot issues if they are. And here, developers can focus on building applications rather than managing infrastructure. So we don't face any difficulties in managing our infrastructure. So the developer can easily focus on building applications. So this is how it streamlined the application management process. So next benefit, as you can see here, is proactive monitoring and alerting. So Kontena Lens offers built-in monitoring capabilities. As I have mentioned earlier, it allows us to track the health and performance of our Kubernetes clusters, and we can set up alerts and notifications also based on threshold and metrics. And monitoring helps us to identify and resolve issues before they impact our application. So this is how it's help us in troubleshooting and debugging our clusters or application. Next benefit is simplified application adoption. So here I can say Kontena Lens offer application catalog and Helm chart repository. So you can easily deploy your application. We can easily discover, deploy, manage our application, and without needing to configure them from scratch. So we don't have to do anything from scratch. It gives you a template, and there you can easily click on create button, and we can easily create our resources. Click on deploy button and we can easily deploy our resources. So this is how it's simplify our application adoption process. Next benefit is continuous updates and improvements. So Kontena Lens receives regular updates and improvements. So it gets always on new features, bug fixes, and performance enhancement. So it has continuous updates and improvements. So here, these are some of the benefits of Kontena Lens, some of the important benefits of Kontena Lens, I can say. So let's move to the next slide, that is dashboard. So Kontena Lens provides a comprehensive and intuitive dashboard that offers a visual representation of your Kubernetes clusters and various resources. So here are some key components and features that you can expect to find in Kontena Lens dashboard. We can get their cluster overview, resource visualization. We can see their workloads, services, pods, events and logs of our resources, metrics and monitorings, configuration and settings for our clusters, storage, networking, config maps, and secrets. As you know, Kontena Lens has built-in Helm property. So Helm chart also, it has namespace management property. It has resource utilization charts. So, so these are the aspects that you can find there on the dashboard. So in the image, as you can see, choose your lens subscription. So when you will install Kontena Lens, you will get this view, and there you can see the two options. So the first option is Lens Personal, and second is Lens Pro. So Lens Personal is totally free of cost, and Lens Personal, the subscription is for use by individuals for education purpose or startups. So it offers basic features, and the second option is for Lens Pro. It is not free of charge. It takes $19.9 per user, and this subscription are required for professional use in larger business. So when you will install Lens Personal, then you will get 14-day of free trial for Lens Pro. So it gives you Lens Pro for 14 days. So you can click on start 14-day free trial for Lens Pro here, and you can take benefit of that. So after that, you have to pay this. But for our use cases, we can use this Lens Personal. It's totally free of cost. So This is all overview for Kontena Lens. Now, this is the dashboard that how it's look like. When you will open the dashboard and add the cluster there, it looks like something like this. All the resources you can see here, the events you can see here. So I will show you. Now, let's move towards the demo. I will show you the dashboard. So any questions still here? Am I audible?
Yes, you're
हाँ
audible,
जी।
Nancy.
Okay. So any questions still here? Anyone? Okay, if not, then we can move towards the demo. So this is the lens, as you can see here. I have installed the lens desktop, and this looks like this. I will click on lens and it will open. So here you can see my Lens Pro trial is active. It's active for 14 days only. So let's move here. So this is how the dashboard looks like initially when you add clusters. So here you can see here that my various clusters are already added here. These are the AWS clusters. This is the K3D multi-server clusters. This is my mini cube. So when you want to add your cluster, you can click on here. You have to upload your kubeconfig file. Okay, so this is how you can add your cluster. Also, you can click on here, add from kubeconfig, and you can add it from here. Okay, so here are the status that you can see. The status you can see here is disconnected. So for connecting to any cluster, click on here and click on connect. Also, if we want, then we can remove here the clusters. We can view here the settings, add clusters to a space and view details. So when I will click on connect, it will connect to my local cluster, that is Minikube, and it got added here. So when you will add cluster, it will display it here, and you can easily move towards the various clusters. Okay. So this is the dashboard that you will see after adding cluster. So here you can see the memory utilization. It's showing a graph. Here you can see your CPU utilization for your cluster. CPU, memory, and pods. So here's the warnings for my clusters. Well, when you will click on one, you will get all the details for this warning, this error I'm getting inside my cluster. So you will get all the details here. And if you want to delete, then you can delete also if you want to edit. So here are so many options that you can explore. Okay. So as I have told you, here is it provides GUI over CLI. So it's provide also its terminal, its own terminal that we can use. Here you can see its terminal. We can click it on here and we can run the commands over here. If we want to create resources, what we can do, we can click it on here, select the template. So it provides its built-in template. So we can select here the daemon set. If we want, then we can edit also. We can select here the cluster door, and if we want, then job. edit here what you want, and simply create and close. Okay, so this is how it's simple. So if we want, then we can use its built-in terminal also. So this first option is for cluster. This is the overall view of the cluster. Now nodes, as this is my local minikube cluster. So here you can see what it provides all the details about my minikube, like CPU, memory, disk, lanes, roles, control play master, its version, its age, its condition that it is ready. If we want, then we can coordinate. If we want, then we can train. If we want, then we can edit. If we want, then we can delete also. So you can do all the things using these dashboard. So here you have option for workloads. So inside workloads, here the options for it's the overall overview of your cluster, that how many pods are running. Then you can see here that my 3 pods are running, and three my total pods are there, and only 1 pod is in running state and 2 is in pending state. And you can view here your deployments inside your cluster, daemon sets. So there are no any daemon sets inside my cluster. As you can see, it's 0. Stateful set, replica set, jobs, cron jobs. So here are the events that you perform. So it's all overall the events that you perform inside your cluster. So here you can see the namespace option. You can also select here the namespace, and you can view the resources inside this particular namespace. This is the default namespace. If you want, then we can select all namespaces. Okay, this is overall overview of the cluster. So here is the option for pods. Here we can see all the list of pods that are running inside my clusters, and the namespace of that contain the pod, and containers, restarts. So it is controlled by replica sets. It is controlled by node. So it's inside Minikube cluster. So its age, its status. As you can see, the green one is running and orange one is pending. So if we want, then we can delete also. If we want, then we can edit also. We can see the logs of the pods. Okay, so these are the options that we can get here for the pods. Now moving towards the deployments. So these are the list of deployments inside my clusters. We can select here the namespaces. All the namespaces are selected here. We can easily navigate through each of them. Okay, so when you will click on here, we can scale our deployments. So if we want, then we can scale our deployments to 8, and click on scale. Then it will scale. As you can see here, replicas 8. So this is how it is easy for us. If we want, then we can restart also. If we want, we can edit or delete also. Let's move towards the daemon sets. So one daemon set, as you can see here inside my namespace. So overall, there are 3 daemon sets. So these are the options for daemon sets that we can perform. Moving towards the stateful set, we can see here the list of stateful sets, its namespace, the pods, replicas, and its age. The same options that we get for stateful set. Replica set. Here are the list of replica sets inside my Minikube cluster. We can easily scale our replica set, as I have shown you like in deployment. Yeah, as you can see, so this is how we can perform on the application. Now here application, so item list is empty for now. Now it's for jobs, cron jobs. So all the workloads for Kubernetes cluster, we get it here in this list. So this is the option for config. So inside config, here are these options like config maps inside my clusters. So we can edit that config map. So it opens YAML for you. If we want, then we can edit it from here and save and close. So this is how we can do. It's for secrets. So these are the secrets you can see here. You can see also its keys and types. If we want, then we can edit. If we want, then we can delete. If we want to create, then click on here the create secret. Provide here the secret name, namespace. It's a type. If you want, then add here the annotations, labels, and data. And this is how we can create secrets using its dashboard. This is the resource quotas, limit ranges, HPA, pod, reception budgets, priority classes. So these are the options that we get inside configs. So here's another option for network. Inside network, there are services. We can view here the services, which type of these services like cluster IP and load balancer. Then it's cluster IP, it's ports, external IP, then it's selector, age of services, then it's status. We can edit and delete our services. So these are the endpoints. So ingress, there are no ingress classes. It's provided the options for network policies, port forwarding. So these are the options that we get inside network. So beside network, there is another option for storage. Inside this, here is the option for persistent volume claims. Here you can see the list of persistent volume claims which exist inside these namespaces. They are the storage classes, size, ports, age. It's a status that it is bounded. Here's the option for edit and deleting the persistent volume claims. Then this here the list of PVs inside my clusters. The status you can see here the released and bound. The next option is for storage classes. So these three options comes inside the storage. So next is namespaces. So these are the currently created namespaces inside my cluster. If we want, then we can delete also. If we want, then we can edit also. If we want, then we can create also. Just click on here, click on create. It's created, as you can see. So here are the list of events that I have done inside my clusters. So it's contained the overall list of events that I have done. So we can edit and delete the events. So as I told you that Kontena Lens contains built-in Helm property. So here are the Helm charts. These are the list of Helm charts that it's provide. As you can see here, Airflow, Apache, Argo CD, Argo Workflows, ClickHouse, Console, Elasticsearch, etcd, Fluentd, Grafana, Kafka. So we can easily use these Helm charts if we want. Like Like this is a Helm chart for Kong. Kong is an API gateway. Okay, so here you can see here the details of this Helm chart. You can select here the version of Helm chart that you want to install, and here all the details related to these Helm charts. And what you have to do, you have to click on install. And if you want, then you can edit this. If you don't want, then don't do this, and choose here the version of your hem chart. Then choose here the namespace in which you want to release this hem chart, and name this is optional. If you don't give, then it gives its default name, and click on install. Then it's going to install your hem chart inside the namespace that you have given. It takes some time, but it's true. So these are the charts that it provides. So it's really easy to use, as you can see here. It takes some time to install. So here you can see the option for releases that I have used. So these are the hem charts that I have used. So here you can see the Kong that I'm installing, and here you can see the status of this hem chart that it is showing pending install. And these are the three hem charts that I have deployed earlier. So here, this is how you can use your hem charts for your clusters. So here is an option for access control. Inside this, there are the option for service account. So these are the current service account. Yes, you can see a chart released, successfully created. So when you will move on here, then you can see Pong. Its status is deployed. And here you can see installation complete. So this is how we can use Helm charts, and inside access control, we can get here the service accounts. And if we want, then we can also create here the service account. Enter here the name like SVC, and select here the namespace and click on create. Then it will create your service account. Here you can see the value, and it's created. So this is how we can do so, and if we want, then we can delete also. So this is how we can easily create or delete a service account. So here you can see the option for cluster role. We can also create a cluster role. Just give here the name and click on create. Then it's going to create your cluster role for your cluster. Here's the option for roles. So these are the current roles that I created inside my cluster. If we want, then we can edit or delete. When you will click on edit, it will open YAML for you. Then edit your YAML and click on save and close. So this is how it's very simple to use. And if you want to create your role, just give here the role name. Click here choose here the namespace and click on create. It's created, as you can see here. Okay. So here's another option for cluster role bindings. It also provides here the option for cluster role bindings. Provide here all the details and click on create. It will create a cluster role binding for you. Is the option for role bindings. If we will click on one role binding, then we will get all the details related to this role binding. If you want to edit, then click on here and edit on here and click on save and close. This is the option for pod security policies. So these are the options that we get inside cluster access control. So here's the option for CRD custom resource. So these are the current CRDs inside my clusters. Okay, so you can view here the security overview images that I have used till now. Resources, loans. Okay, so these are the options that we get here for our cluster. If we click on one, then we get all the details related to this event. Why it got failed, so we can easily troubleshoot our errors. All the details related to this error, we get it here. So when we click on Minikube, all the details related to Minikube, we get it here. So this is we can do, and if we want, then we can add here so many clusters. It all added. It will add it here, and we can easily navigate through each clusters. So this is how we can do. And it only needs the kubeconfig file for your cluster. We have to give it the kubeconfig file and it will add your cluster, and only you have to do click on connect and it will connect your cluster. So this is how we can do. So it's all about Kontena Lens. You can explore Kontena Lens as much as you want. It's really very interesting and it's really very easy to navigate, and we can do anything so easily. So any questions still here? No questions? Anyone? Okay, if we have no any questions, then
I guess Nancy, no one is having any question as of now. So maybe we can wrap it up. And thank you for delivering such an informative session to all of us. And maybe if someone will be having their queries, they can directly reach out to you later.
yes, you can reach it out to me on chat or on my mail, and I can give you answers. Thank you for joining my session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thanks,
you. Thank
Nancy.
you everyone for joining.